Hey, so I don't really have much new cosplay content to show, but I thought I'd just do a breakdown of my Sage cosplay, as I didn't do a full tutorial. Mainly because half the stuff I made for this, I didn't really know if it would work, and my methods are pretty all over the place. So, from top to bottom, the wig was bought from Coscraft, which I think is available to the UK and Europe, but I'm not sure. I followed a tutorial by Compatsu Cosplay for high, thick ponytail wigs, but I ended up using a foam ball shape that I made myself instead of using foam blocks and wadding. The way that she did it would have worked a lot better, but I was just using stuff that I had on hand, and the ponytail ended up being a lot thinner than I'd hoped, and the bangs were a bit off, but at least it isn't as heavy as it was to start. My bin was literally full of wig hair because of all the weight I had to take off. The hair clip was 3D printed by my friend, and there's a whole other video that I made that goes through how I turned it from the original 3D printed plastic to get it to the finished hair clip. The shoulder pads are made of faux leather and foam sheets layered, held together at the back by webbing and attached to the jacket by velcro strips. There's a pattern available with full instructions on my Etsy page, which is linked below. The underlayer was a pattern for a full bodysuit by Yaya Han, altered to only be the top half. I also redid the sleeves to try and match the sleeve seams in the game, but it didn't come out 100% accurate, mainly because I was just working with what I had. I made channels for the grooves and filled them with wire, and made the little detailed pieces and sewed them to the end. I bought the pattern for this on Etsy, but altered the sleeves so they hanged freely instead of stuck out, and I added a purple trim to the corselet to make it more accurate to the game. Other than that, this pattern helps so much, as I would have spent ages trying to alter a pattern just for the jacket alone. I made a whole other video going through how I made this, as there's too much just to explain briefly, so please check that out. I bought a pair of normal knee-high boots online and added the leather flaps to the top using foam wrapped in faux leather and hot glued on. I added an extra block of painted foam to the top and painted lines down the front, side and back using regular acrylic paint. And that's everything that's included in my Sage cosplay, though I may be missing her jewellery. Sorry if anyone was expecting a full tutorial, but most of this was finished off in the few weeks leading up to MCM London, and I didn't really have the time to record what I was doing as I was a mess for most of the time. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll try and be back with more cosplay content soon.